Hi, I'm Darren Butcher from Wisebury Heritage Real Estate, and asking a commonly asked question is, what is a 33-day sale? So I know this is going to educate the public, but I also know the agents also are going to be educated by it, and that's a great thing. 33-day sale is something designed by myself, but it was actually used off a method that was called set sale from David Pilling and I went down to Melbourne around about 20 years ago to prove his price ranging wrong. Price ranging is where there's two prices on the property, and I thought it was unethical, it was misleading, it was not going to get the right result, all those things that all the agents talk about. But there again, for the last 19, 20 years, we've been using it. And it's funny, for all those baggers that are out there, all of them now offer you that service because it is such a good service. So understand that experience in that system is very, very important for a 33-day sale, because you're going to put a price guide on the property. And the idea is that buyers look from a bargain price, there's a market price, and then there's a dream price. And every owner wants a dream price, every buyer wants a bargain price. Let's introduce them to the property, let's talk price secondary, but let's get them to see the property and what it's worth. How do they know you've got the pool out the back or the granny flat? How do they know your block is 600 or 700 or 800 metres squared? They don't know these things. They're important facts that they need to learn about the property. But you can't sell the sausage without the sizzle. Let's get them to have a look at the property. Let's get them to see the important points about the property, and let's talk price and circumstances secondary. Now, circumstances are very important in real estate. So I want to teach you that first. And the idea is that if somebody's interested in a property, they might want it in a 4-week settlement, and 6 weeks might suit you. So their price they should have to pay a different price to if they suited your circumstances. Now, a classic example that I use, and it's over the top, but if I was to offer you another $500,000 for your property, but ask you to wait another 10 years for that, would you do it? Now, I know it's far-fetched, and some people will say yes and some people will say no, but the idea behind it is this, that you've got to look at the market and go, one size does not fit all. We've got to look at the market and say, okay, we've got a buyer that wants a quicker settlement. We've got one that wants a slower settlement. We've got one that needs to sell a property. We've got one that needs to get financed, and they all should be treated differently. Why should a cash buyer and a person that wants you to wait 12 months be playing on the same level playing field? Why have a fixed price? Or why actually take it to auction where they can only have a 6-week settlement, and a 12-month person that might pay you $50,000 or $100,000 more is out of the question? So I'm a licensed auctioneer, and as a licensed auctioneer, I still don't advise that that's the best method some of the times. So a 33-day sale works in all occasions for all properties. And the beauty is that we set an appropriate price range based around the bargain, the market price, and the dream price. We then market the property aggressively over the 33-day period. You can sell the property from day one, and that's the advantage of the property, or you can wait all the way to 33 days. But the idea is, let's see all buyers and make them compete against each other, not just the ones that have got cash today. So the best way to do that is invite everybody in. Now, there's two ways to buy a 33-day sale. The first is on a multiple offer form. So the buyers, the best way they can do it is the sooner they actually get to the property, the sooner they actually look at it, the better they can get a property without more competition. From our point of view, as from an owner's perspective, they can get a buyer in the door that is emotional about the property and will connect with price at a lot higher if they get in early and they want to beat the competition. So it's a win-win for both parties. The idea is, though, they can come in and put down their highest and best price on a form. They can tell us their circumstances or situation, or if they're flexible to suit you, then we work around it for you. It's a great situation. Now, also there's a second way to buy a 33-day sale, and that's called registration of interest. You tick a registration of interest form and say, I would like to hear if a deal is going to happen on this property. Now, why would a buyer register an interest? And it's quite simple. A buyer would register interest for this exact reason. They would actually see that they might have circumstances that happen. They might need to sell a property, they might need to look at more properties, they might need to show family and friends, they might need finance, bridging finance, they might need to do pest report, building reports, valuations. There's many showstoppers that stop a person saying yes on the spot. What I'd like to do is make sure that we know that we've got every cent out of them, as well as cashed up buyers when we're negotiating. So when a buyer makes an offer that an owner is willing to accept, we go back to the registered interest and give them an opportunity just to still secure the property. We don't disclose price. We would never do that and give you an unfair advantage on your competition, nor would we do it back the opposite way. But what we do is tell them that there is looking like there's going to be a deal, and we're asking them to put their best price forward. From an owner's perspective, it's quite simple. You're getting to see 100% of the market and 100% of the people that have potential to love your property, not just like an auction, unless you're ready with 10% and 6-week settlement, that you're the only one that's able to negotiate on auction day. So it's just a different way of doing things. Realestate.com did a seminar going back a few years ago, and they said 66% of buyers on the coast, and it was called Click the Seminar, 66% of buyers actually will not negotiate with a property without a price or without a guide. Now, I'm just trying to give you a bit of an idea, but I don't want to lose 2/3 of your buyers. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I'm Darren Butcher from Wiseberry Heritage Real Estate. I hope this tells you a little bit more about 33-day sales, and I look forward to explaining a little bit further in your living room in the not too distant future. I'm Darren Butcher, signing out.